right, Leos, welcome to your January of 2016 Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to this type of astrology, do check the description down below because the signs are different. All right, Leo, so this month kicks off with that Mercury retrograde on the 5th, and this is specifically involving your self-expression, your creativity, your fun, your joy in life, which is all going through this reflective time period now for these next few weeks. And I think there's already been a lot of focus and a lot of attention here because your ruler's been in that 5th. But this whole month is a good time to rehash, rethink, be open to change. Mercury's going to go over Pluto. Sun's going to go over Pluto. And so, there's been this importance of having non-attachment and being willing to change the way you express yourself over many years. But now it becomes more integrated into the personal sphere. So you're learning more about how you do express yourself, what your interests are, and all of that could be definitely moving forward for you by the end of the month. Through that reflection, though, right? Now, also at the beginning of the month, from the 7th and 8th, Jupiter in your first house goes retrograde. So a lot of you are going to be re-examining your goals and the things that are important to you in life and who you are and your self-image, your outward image, and your relationship with yourself in many ways, and confidence and these kinds of things. So there's been a lot of expansion. I think there's a lot of positive energy always associated with it with Jupiter. But here it turns more internalized, where it's about your own personal relationship with self, your own personal relationship with your goals and things like that. So good to rehash, redo, rethink about those things for about the next 5 months. Also in regards to your self-expression, since Jupiter does rule that 5th house of yours. Okay, as it always is the case when Jupiter goes retrograde, good time to reflect on your interests in life. And also in terms of what's really meaningful to you as well, with Jupiter ruling your 8th also. So that's the 7th, 8th, and then on the 9th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius in that 5th house. So there are new beginnings with your interests, with maybe romance for some of you, new or existing, playfulness, children, for those of you who have children in your life, or some of you could be having children. And all of it's very transformative. So there's a lot of, an importance of having a willingness to change and to be open to change in regards to those things that are essentially the things you create in life and the things you're passionate about or interested in, right? And that's going to be, like I said, especially important once Mercury goes over Pluto later in the month. And with that square up to Uranus, it's all about these deeper connections, finding freedom through transformation, through healing, but taking it nice and slow. If you're wanting to liberate, break free in terms of what's really meaningful to you, that's great things to listen to. But with this square, it's all about the importance of integration. And that new moon is going to be very much supporting this Jupiter North Node conjunction, which is a big energy of the month. The North Node's going to be shifting into your sign for the next 2 years. So this month and even into February and even into March, pretty much this whole early part of the year, there's a lot of support and a lot of life path unfoldment you'll probably find for you to pursue the things that are important to you in life, your goals, your self-image, things like that. A lot of you are transforming in many ways, especially with the North Node over your 8th house ruler. So that's going to be very supportive to this new moon. So plant seeds. See this early part, just kind of be flexible, with new beginnings, new interests, and whatever else is 5th house related for you. And you'll find that as the month unfolds, there's more outward energy to be implemented with it. But remember, stay in flux. Mercury's retrograde in that 5th. So be open to being adaptive and trying new things pretty much all month long up until the 25th and onward. Okay. But new beginnings nonetheless. Now on the 9th, Venus goes over Saturn in this 4th house of yours. So here there's perhaps been more seriousness, more discipline in regards to your health lately, or maybe with your home matters or with family, and that's good. It's a great place for you to be building solid foundations. And now Venus comes in here and kind of lightens it up, lifts it up a little bit, and I think you can enjoy the home life and family life all the way this whole month, all the way through the 23rd once she goes into your 5th. But here around the 9th, it's a good time to take it seriously and enjoy it. And this is also really take seriously your career. Maybe you'll be working hard on your big picture plans here around the 9th. Very productive, perhaps. And even the way you communicate and the social aspects. So that's good. Taking it nice and slow and working hard at it is the best way to work with Saturn. Now around the 18th, Mars trines up to Neptune. So there's easygoingness in regards to your actions. And the actions have been really, I think, geared towards getting the material stuff or the financial stuff in order in your life, which has been Mars and Virgo in that second, which is always important for you to have that orderliness there. But here around the 18th could be easygoing. Could be something, flowing for you there. You're having more faith and trust, perhaps. Or it's just easier to work with it. Because Mars in Virgo is not the best place, but a trine up to Neptune does make it easier to work with and quite easygoing. And through that easygoing energy, you could find that you actually do accomplish your values quite easy here around the 18th, at least on some regards. Now on the 21st, Capricorn, or the sun goes into Capricorn. And so the focus is going to be shifting here more towards your routine, your health, your diet going into next month, once you have your next new moon in that 6th house in February. So you'll probably notice the shift, especially because it's your ruler, right around the 21st and onward, in terms of where you can get that time management, energy management, get your routine in order, your health, your diet, things like that. And there's a lot of energy to be gained through that process. Now on the 22nd, like I said, Mercury goes over Pluto, so being open to change with how you express yourself, to your interests in life, your passions, anything you're creating. And then he goes direct on the 25th, which at that point, there's going to be insights and steps. And the insight dates will probably be the 22nd with this changing, because usually during a retrograde conjunction, we understand something new, but then we apply it. And then once you start to apply it between the 22nd through the 25th, then 25th, things become a lot clearer because Mercury is moving forward. And this is subtle, right? 25th, 26th, 27th. And then once he goes back over Pluto by the 30th, and really from the 25th onward, it's a great time to implement this stuff. Implement what you learned about these 5th house things and how to create change there, positive change there in your life. Now on the 23rd, we have a full moon in Cancer. So it's actually a spiritual time this later part of the month for you to maybe get that alone time, rest and relaxation, even things culminating over the past 6 months involving spirituality or your connection to God or the universe. And a lot of that you can be gaining insight through this later part. Also on the 23rd, like I said, Jupiter goes over North Node, but that's going to be exact on the 23rd. And that's, I think, creating, again, more wisdom about your life path to pursue these things that are important to you in life. Now on the 23rd, also Venus goes into Sagittarius. So there is enjoyment to be had with the self-expression, with the creativity, the playfulness, these kinds of things, which already at this point have gone through a transformation or are currently going through a transformation. But Venus in there does make it quite enjoyable. And then on the 27th, Mars goes into Libra, which is a much better placement for Mars to be in. So you'll probably notice things easing up maybe with the personal life or the life path, maybe, since Mars rules your 4th and your 9th. But in terms of your communications, you're probably going to be much more assertive, much more direct to pursue the more communicative aspects or learning, reading, writing, sharing with Mars going into your 3rd house from the 27th onward. All right, Leo, so have a great month. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.